everybody, my name is Sasha, this is Wendy, and today we're going to show you. First, we're going to need our paper. Next, we're going to need our pen. Thank you, Wendy. Oh, I'm excited for this one. I love drawing puppies. I love my puppy and I cannot wait to draw this puppy. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the top of his head and we're going to draw a slightly curved line across the top. We want it close to the top of the page but with enough room to draw his little ears. Next, we're going to draw two lines, one on this side and they're going to go out to the side. So we're going to come down and out, down and out. Next, we want to leave a gap in between because we want to leave a gap for the neck, but we want to add in little bits of fur, so we're going to make it a little bumpy to give the illusion that he's fluffy and he's bumpy. So on the end here, what we're going to do is we're going to curve towards the middle and we're going to create 1, 2, 3, like so. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And now I have the little furry cheeks or furry chin, however you want to call it. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in the fur for his chest and then draw his body. After that, we'll add in all the lovely details. So for his chest, we're going to not come in right here. We're going to move our pen up a little bit, so not at the end, but up a little bit. And we're going to start out with a little hook shape. We're going to do that on both sides, little hook shape. And you want it to kind of go out to the side, not straight down, out to the side a little bit. Next, we're going to do another hook shape, but we're going to start coming in towards the middle. And it's going to be a little bit longer, like that. And you're going to do the same thing again here. And the last one, we're going to do another hook shape, or I guess a backwards J. And this time we're going to do it coming down. It's going to come up, a little bump, and back to the other side. We're not going to start at the end. We're going to come in a little bit and start at the bump of the roundness of this hook. Like so. So now it looks a little furry. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make the bottom of a triangle shape. We're going to start where this bump is right here on our first hook. We're going to come out and down. We're going to do the same thing on this side, out and down. You want to try and get them to be the same length as best you can. Next, I'm going to curve my line in, come straight across and over to my other side. So curve, come straight across, and then curve and come back up. So now I have my head, my chest, and the rest of my body. But I'm missing some ears and some paws, a tail, and a face. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Next, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and finish up his little body right in here. He's going to have two front legs and you're going to just see the bottom of his feet, of his back feet. So for his front legs, we are going to not start in the middle. We're going to come off to the side a little bit and we're going to draw a curved line coming towards the center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Try and be around the same height so you can pick up your pen, bring it over, and then curved line going in and leave a little bit of a space in between. Next, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start from here, pick up my pen, bring it over but down at an angle. I'm going to leave a little dot. That's where I'm going to start my next line. And this time I'm going to go from thick to thin. So I'm going to draw nice and wide, come in and start getting a little smaller. So it's thicker here and thinner down here. I'm going to do the same thing, so start up here, bring my line down a little bit, I'll put a little dot, that's where I'm going to start, and then I'm going to come in like before. Now, I have this coming down for a reason. Because we have so much fluff on his cheeks, we've got fluff on his chest, I want to do the same thing and have some fluff on his little elbows. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a little bit above that line, and we're going to do 2 little bumps, like so. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side, little bump, and connect your line. So now he's got little fluffy elbows. We can go ahead and put in a little curved line in the middle, close to the bottom, and that's going to be where his little wrist is. So like he stands like this, and that's that little line right here. And it shows that his paw is coming towards you instead of just like this. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to draw 2 little half circles next to his front paws. So 1 little half circle and another little half circle. And you'll draw 2 little curved lines. On this side, they're going to curve this way. They're going to curve in towards like a C shape. And then we're going to do the opposite for the other side. If that's a little too difficult, you can just do 2 little lines straight down. It's not a problem. So now I have most of my details in here. I want to continue my fur and make him look a little furrier still. So in the middle right here where I have this open space, I'm just going to do like I did from my elbows. And I'm going to do a short, long, short. And that just gives us a little extra fluff. Let's go ahead and move on to his ears. Those are pretty fun. What we're going to do is have it as if his little ears are perked up, but they're bent over. So they're like nice and floppy. We're going to start not at the corner, but in a little bit. And we're going to draw a line going out at an angle, almost as if we were going to draw a cat ear. Then I'm going to come straight across. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So at an angle, try and get them to be about the same height. And then across. At the end of this line, it looks like he's got little antenna. I guess we could make it a little alien dog. But let's go ahead and finish up this ear. We're going to start at the end and we're going to draw a triangle that does not connect. So it has a gap here. So we're going to come curve down and then come back up and stop. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to curve down and back up. You want that line right here as you're coming back up to angle and come a little closer as if you're going to close it up along this corner. So I have this little corner here. I'm aiming my line towards that spot. Now I want to make it look like this is the outside of his ear and this is the inside. So now I'm going to do a curved line, not at the tip. Bring my pen up a little bit into the rest of his head. Same thing on the other side. And I'm going to do one more line, not at the end here. Bring my pen in a little bit, like so. I want this line to stick out because then it shows a crease, like this ear is folding over itself. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to come in like so. Now I have 2 little floppy ears. I'm going to add in his tail and then his lovely little face. So his tail is not going to start right at the bottom. I'm going to bring my pen up a little bit. And I'm going to do a nice curved line almost touching his little cheek. Next, just like I've done these little bumps, these little furry areas, the little hooks, we're going to do the same thing for his tail. We want to make it nice and floofy. So we want to bring our line from this tip here out to the side, not really skinny. We want to make it nice and fat. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to come up and make another one. And now we're going to make a lot of little chunky ones. So I'm going to come out, nice little chunky ones, almost like waves or little zigzags. And as I come closer to his body, I'm going to make it rounded. I'm going to start bringing my drawing in towards his body. And I'm going to keep doing that and get a little bit smaller, like so. Because their hair's typically a little shorter, closer to the tail, and then they get a lot fluffier out to the side for this dog. Let's go ahead and do his little face. I want to make it look like he's smiling, so he's going to have creased eyes. If you would like to draw actual eyes, that's perfectly fine. Make this your own. You can make him winking, you can make him squinting, anything that you would like. You can do lovely little doe eyes, which are those pretty little eyes. That's up to you. I'm going to draw a little hill shape on one side. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. If you're having a hard time getting them to be on the same like level, like you want this one to be the same height as this one, put your pen where this one started, pick it up, bring it straight over, and put it down where you want that eye to start. Then you can draw your other hill shape. I'm going to draw another one underneath with a space in between, and I'm going to color that in. So use your pencil or your marker, or if you want to use a colored pencil or a crayon, you may. I'm going to draw his little nose, and it's going to be in the middle here, and it's going to be a rounded upside down triangle. And then for his mouth, typically you'll start from his nose and curve up, which is fine, but I want to show you a different option so that your work might look a little different than others and it can be a little more unique and exciting. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the side, and I'm going to do a wiggle going down, up, and down and back up. So, like so. Next, I'm going to have his little tongue sticking out, like he's panting because he's super happy. And it's going to start in the middle of this little bump right here, and it's going to curve down into the side. I'm going to come around, and then I'm going to go in and curve the other way and back up. I'm going to draw a line in the middle for his tongue, and now he's all super cute and lovely. So you can leave your puppy just like this, or I would love to see what kind of patterns, what kind of things that you draw on top of him. Some puppies have patches, some puppies have stripes, some puppies have polka dots. It's up to you. You can draw little heart shapes, you can draw little stripes on his little legs. I'm going to do patches, and I want to have a wiggly patch start from the top of his head, go between his eyes and his nose, and now he's got a patch around one eye. I want to do a little patch on his ear. I'm going to do one more on this side, and I'm just doing wiggles. Your patches don't have to look the same as mine, so just do random little wiggles, random little patches if that's what you'd like to do. And I'm going to add one more right here on his little hind leg. And there I have my patches, and maybe one more on his other leg to even it out. Like so. And there I have my puppy. I hope you enjoyed this drawing today, and I would love to see what your puppies look like and how you decorate your puppy to be unique and your own. And maybe, if you feel up to it, give him a little name and post a picture. Thank you everybody for watching our video today. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you'll come back, share with your friends. But until next time, I'm Sasha. This is Wendy. Bye-bye.